Hello, good morning, and welcome to our webinar, How to Connect and Manage Your Social Media in Constant Contact. Thanks for joining us today. So let's jump in. Now, before we do dive into our session today, I wanted to let you know about all the tools that we have available to get your online marketing on track. We have tools for creating great looking email marketing campaigns, easy to use email automation and welcome emails. We have list growth tools to help you to grow your list. There's digital ads for Google, Facebook, and Instagram to help you to find new customers and even build your email list. Now, there's the ability to stay on top of your social media efforts. You can create posts and reply to your social messages as well, and that's what we're going to be learning today. We also have SMS text marketing, which you can add onto your plan in order to expand your marketing reach even further. And our events platform that will allow you to promote and manage all of your events and so much more. We have all these great tools, features, and our expert guidance that you need to help you to succeed all in one place. So let's jump into today's session. Now, as a small business, you may have heard that you need to be on social media in order to grow your business. However, the thought of which channels to be on and how to effectively engage people in order to get the results can feel a little overwhelming. We know as a small business, you don't have a lot of time or resources to keep up. Our social media marketing tools make it easy to manage, schedule content, and keep up with the replies on your pages, saving you time and simplifying the process. Now, today we're going to be looking at the available social media management tools that Constant Contact has to offer in order to help you to be successful with this part of your marketing plan. Now, before we dive in any further, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Candy. I am a personal marketing advisor here with Constant Contact. I've been with the company just over 15 years now, so quite a long time. So I've seen a lot of changes from our two little products that we have to everything that we have available for your marketing today. So I'm super excited to bring my experience to the session and answer all these great questions that we have coming in today. All right, so let's get in here and let's get started with our social media strategy. So let me just ask you a question before we do start. Who's currently using social media for their business? Go ahead and let me know in the questions and answers tab. And then if you are using it, what platforms are you currently using? So go ahead and put it in the questions window for me. All right, good. Let's see. I have Crystal's using just Facebook right now. I have Jacqueline's on Facebook and Instagram. We have Walter on just primary LinkedIn and starting to dabble with Facebook. Okay. Let's see what else do we have in here. And Michael is using Facebook and Instagram. All right, perfect. So you're using the platform, and that's fantastic. So we have Brandy is Facebook, LinkedIn, and Nextdoor. Excellent for Nextdoor. That's a great one to start working with too. I like that one. All right, so this is great. So as some of you may have experienced already, finding the time and resources to manage your social media efforts can be challenging, but it does not have to overwhelm you. If you're just getting started on social media for your business, keep in mind that you don't need to be on every single site right away. We suggest starting out with one or two platforms to use on a regular basis. That way, you can start to learn what works best for your audience, and then you can extend that knowledge to use on the other platforms after you've figured out what works and what doesn't work for your business. Now, it's important to understand that each social channel is different. And ideally, you want to choose social platforms based on the customers that you're trying to reach, your business goals, and the personality of your brand. So let's take a look at how to best use each of these different platforms. Now, Facebook is one of the biggest platforms out there. The best place for businesses whose goals are to promote brand awareness, to generate leads, or to retarget audiences that have already engaged with their brand. And Facebook is also best for getting link clicks, word of mouth awareness, and event registrations. It also provides a great opportunity to engage with your customers through responding to comments and messages. And you could take advantage of some of the platform features like the event calendar to extend your reach, the fundraising tools for your nonprofit, and live videos. And you can help your followers get to know your business through photos and recorded videos as well. Now, Facebook is a low volume, high value network. So you're going to want to aim for quality content versus quantity. You don't want to be posting too frequently, as that could frustrate your followers. Now, we do suggest posting a minimum of 3 times per week and no more than 7 times a week. Now, Instagram is very much a brand building platform. You need to have lots of high quality images and videos in order to generate foot traffic, word of mouth, and engagement through likes and comments. And Instagram provides you with the opportunity to gain engagement in organic growth from hashtags, its discover pages, and location tools. So if you have like a brick and mortar business, like a restaurant, for an example, customers can take pictures of their meal and post that to their own feed, tagging your business and therefore creating that word of mouth exposure. So encourage your customers to share photos from your business to Instagram through like a contest or offer a promotion or a discount for those who do tag your business in their feed. And you can share behind the scene photos and videos of your products and services. And you can ask your audience what their favorite product is or what they want to learn more about from your business. And respond to questions and engage in conversation in the comments on your post. You could even do live videos on Instagram for a live Q&A or updates on your business. And when it comes to frequency, a good goal with Instagram would be to post once a day, but a little more or less is not going to significantly hurt your engagement. So aim for at least 5 to 7 times a week. Now, when it comes to LinkedIn, you're going to want to take a little bit of a different approach. While the other platforms are focused on personal interest, LinkedIn is primarily a professional network driven platform, a low volume, high value network. This is a place that you want to be and connect with your other businesses and potential clients if you're a business to business. And it's a must for your social media marketing strategy if you are a business to business company like software providers, luxury goods, and professional services. Now, on this platform, you're going to want to make sure that your content doesn't dominate your feed, but that you're sharing content relevant to your business and industry. You're going to want to post links to articles and events, share case studies, news, tips, and best practices. And you can aim for more formal and technical content. And you're going to want to post a minimum of 3 times a week and a maximum of 5 with your LinkedIn profile. Now, in order to be effective on all these different sites, it's important to gain and grow your following. So, in order to do that, we recommend things like asking your email list, right? So, if you have an audience that you're already communicating with through email, you have the perfect opportunity to have them engage with you even more. You could send out an email specifically promoting your social media pages, give them the value for following you, and of course, make sure to add the social media icons to your email template to provide an easy way for them to click to go to your sites. And you can run a contest giving away a prize for reaching a certain amount of followers. And you can let them know that the most up to date information and news is found on social media, and that by following you, they're going to be in the know for everything that's going on. A lot of my clients, we do this. We run a contest to get their email list contacts onto their social media page. That way, more people can find you. There's more of a visibility on there. Also, ask in person. So, if you're a brick and mortar business, you could hang up signs or flyers promoting your social media. And you can also ask your customers to tag you in any post about your business or products. And search for people near you or by related hashtags and follow them. And Facebook and Instagram allow you the ability to use hashtags in your posts and then search by that hashtag. And you're going to want to include your own hashtags as well. But before using a hashtag, do a search to make sure that the others that use that hashtag are ones that you want associated with your business. And find businesses similar to yours and see what hashtags that they're using. Now, no matter what social media platforms you're using, the goals are going to be the same in order to keep those followers engaged. You don't want to post the same exact thing on every single channel, but the content that can be similar with just a few tweaks here and there. There are 3 main goals that you should implement in your social media strategy. The first one is awareness. Social media allows new prospects to discover your business, but first you need to make sure that you're active and can be found. Let your audience know that you're there by sharing helpful or interesting content that your audience can engage in by liking, commenting, and sharing. And next is customer service. If a customer receives good customer service, they're more likely to recommend your business and tell people about their experience. Now, you can be sure that the same thing is going to be said if they have a poor experience. You can be sure they're going to be talking about it because they want to be heard. And responding and engaging with feedback shows your followers that you care about your customers. And finally, ultimately you want people to take action. You want them to do something. So don't be afraid to ask your audience to take the action that you want them in order to meet your marketing goals. So let's take a look at some suggestions and examples in implementing these three approaches. Now, just remember, you will be receiving a recording today, later today, because we are going to be going over a lot of information. So for any latecomers, or just so you're aware, you are going to get a recording. And also, there's a great handout that is at the top right that you could always click on and download that handout as well. Just want to make sure I mention that to you. All right, so let me see here. So there are several things that you can do to generate awareness about your business on social media. So you can do things like let your followers know about your other social media pages and the content that you post there. You can share your expertise, provide useful resources such as white papers, how to videos, articles, or other resources from your industry that will be useful and relevant. And share your story by featuring employees or volunteers, or stories of the impact of your donation to your organization or your cause. You can share photos of people using your products or attending your events. And let people know about your specials or announcements on social media. And you can share videos about new programs that you're running or updates or news. Now, here's an example from our community pet center on Facebook. They shared a photo of a dog available for adoption with a link for people to learn more about the adoption process with the organization. Super simple, not a lot of content, but a great picture that's going to drive the traffic there just because it's an adorable picture. So pictures help with your messages. Now, customer service is an extremely important strategy on social media. It's important to show that you care about the customer experience and appreciate their business. Now, in order to do that, you need to do things like responding to their questions and provide additional resources. Engage with those taking the time to thank you. Stay active in those comments and reply to messages and customer issues. And you're going to want to thank your customers for leaving a positive review and respond to the negative reviews with a solution to help your customer. So here's an example from an auto shop. One of their customers commented on a Facebook post, leaving a positive comment. The shop replied, thanking them for their positive feedback and their loyalty. Super simple, but it's very effective. Now, the most important goal for your social media is to drive action. This is your ultimate goal because this is how you grow your business by driving traffic to your website, getting registrations for events, growing your email list, and so much more. So, some things that you could do would be post a sign up form and offer something in return for customers joining your email list. Promote a product or service by sharing a link to your website to provide more information. Link to your latest blog article to drive traffic. And let followers know how to take advantage of a special offer. And you can run a contest to encourage engagement. Now, one great example of this is from a restaurant who posted about a Mother's Day special. So they encourage their followers to bring their mothers in on Mother's Day and offer them a special 30% discount. Now, Constant Contact has social media tools that save you time while accomplishing these goals. You'll be able to get the word out about your business and share your Constant Contact campaigns on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. All right, so now I'm going to log into a live Constant Contact account to show you how to use all these features and tools that are going to help you to stay on top of your social media marketing efforts and engage with your followers. So I'm going to log into a live account here. One quick second. All right, so I'm in a live account. So I'm going to start out by going up to my marketing tab on the top up here. And then from here, I'm going to come down to social post and monitoring. And this is going to be the place for us to create those posts geared towards awareness, customer service, and driving action. There are options to create and schedule the post, as well as reply to comments and messages and view your analytics all on this page. So the first thing that I'm going to do is we're going to need to connect your social media. So wait for this page to load here. All right, it's coming in here. All right, so what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to click on the accounts. And here it brings up Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. These are the ones that we connect with and that we can share with on Constant Contact as of now. You can have all the other ones linked into your emails, but as far as sharing, these are the three. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just connect my Facebook and my Instagram page. I'm not going to do LinkedIn. LinkedIn is a little bit different on the responses and how you see the reporting. So we're just going to stick with Facebook and Instagram today. It's very similar, just you have to go to LinkedIn's page to see your reporting. All right, so what I'm going to do is click on the Facebook and I'm going to link it. All right, so then let me grab my password. Okay, I gotta grab that password link in here and I'm going to continue. Now it is going to prompt you to log into your personal page, but that's okay because your business page is attached to your personal page. It just, once you go ahead and connect it, it's going to bring in that business page that we'll select. So I'm going to close out of that and I'm just going to say reconnect. You'll get a connect if you've never done it before. This is our test account, so it's done often, but you'll see that connect button. All right. So once we do that, again, you're going to go through your personal. Don't get nervous if it says that. It's not going to connect it to your personal account. It's just going to show you anything that you're an admin on. It's going to pull that up here. So we're just an admin on Jack's Barbecue and Fitness, so I'm going to select that. If you're an admin on multiple ones, but this is one for a particular account, you only need to select the ones that you want to connect on this account. Okay. So I selected it. I'm going to come down here and click on Add Selected. All right, so now that one's done. I'm going to click on done. And I'm going to come over here to my Instagram page and I'm going to do the same thing. Now, because Instagram is owned by Facebook, it automatically will populate that for me. All I need to do is come over here to say connect profile. And then it brings up my profile that's connected with my Facebook and my Instagram. So I'm just going to select my Jack's Fitness and add selected. Two pages that I'm going to be using selected. You only have to do this once. So if you've already done it, great. You don't have to do it the next time. You only need to do it that one time to get it connected. All right. So now what I'm going to do, since I have these connected, I'm going to create a post to generate awareness and engagement for my fitness center that I'm going to post to both of these pages. Now, in this case, we're going to be promoting a yoga class. So I'm going to ask my followers a question to create engagement and give us the opportunity to interact with my clients. So what I'm going to do is come on up here and click on create a social post. And then it brings up this page. So what I'm going to do here is come up to the top left and I'm going to select my pages. So I'm going to click on that, add a profile. I'm going to select Jack's Facebook page and my Instagram page. Now, because we want to do a little bit different on these pages, I'm going to click on create a variation. So the content's going to be very similar with just a few tweaks to make it a little different. So it looks, you don't want to have the same people on each pages and seeing the same thing. You want to change it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I am going to do my Facebook page. Let's see. So an example, just so you're familiar, every channel, as I mentioned earlier, is a little bit different. and people do react to different things on each of your channels. So if you were to take a look at Netflix on Facebook versus LinkedIn, for an example, you're going to see that LinkedIn shares more behind the scenes, business oriented information, and Facebook shares information about updates on the show, which is more consumer oriented. So that's what I mean by a little bit different how they engage. All right, so on Facebook, I'm going to go ahead and put some information that I've already typed up here. So let me go grab that. All right, so let's see. And again, this is to generate that engagement with them. So I'm going to say something like, we look forward to seeing you at our yoga class tomorrow. Comment below with your favorite yoga pose, and we can work it into the session. Okay. I'm also going to want to add my hashtags. So I'm going to go ahead and put those in here as well. And I've already searched my hashtags beforehand, so I know that these are good for my business. And there's my hashtags. Okay. Now, the last thing that I need to do on this one is to pick my image. So I'm going to click on here and I'm going to add my image. So on this page, it brings up your library. So you could pick one that's already added in your library. If you haven't already uploaded it, you can come over here and upload it right from here, as well as using our stock image gallery. Or if you have something and you want to create in Canva, you could do all that right from here. You don't need to go out separate and go to your library first. You can accomplish everything from here. So I do have some poses in here. So I'm going to go grab one for my Facebook page. So I'll just choose this one. All right, so now that one's done. So now I'm just going to come up here and go to my Instagram page. So each one you do, you just have to select it and it underlines it so you know which one you're working on. All right, so for my Instagram, pretty much the same message. It's just, we look forward to seeing you at our yoga class tomorrow. Comment below with your favorite yoga pose, and we can work it into the session with my hashtags. Now, the big different thing here that I'm going to do is because Instagram is very much a brand building platform, is very visual. I'm going to add something colorful to my post. So I could add like this one. Oh, no, I can't because it's too big. All right, so this is a good example. I'm going to kind of show you how to fix this if you get this message. So it's kind of a good one to have here. If this is an image that I want to try to utilize, but it's not fitting, see where you get this error message here, I could come over to the pencil here and I can try to crop it and see if it works better for me. If not, I'll just choose another image, but this one worked out good. So I can show you. All right, so let's see. This brings us to our editing tool. And then I'm going to be able to crop my image. So I'm actually glad that one did pop up so I can show you how to do this if you're not already familiar with this page. All right, so I can do transform here. I can crop it up. This one may not work good because I do kind of want that whole image in here, but we'll see what it looks like. So I could come over here and do post. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't want to crop it that way. So let me see if I can do a custom. See, I don't want to crop off her fingers. I need that in there. But maybe like that might do. So she looks like she's the instructor with her people behind her. We'll see what it looks like. It's all about what you think your image, how it looks. So you want it to look good, but you also want it to fit. So this does fit. So now this is my Instagram and that looks good. I'm happy with that image because it shows the people behind her. So it shows like she's the instructor with her um, students behind her. So I like that. So that's my Facebook. Oh, excuse me, that's my Instagram. My Facebook is just the straightforward black and white. Okay, so that's how you can change it up just a little bit. So then all I need to do now is come down to the very bottom since my post is ready. My Facebook and my Instagram are both ready to go. I just have to come over here. I'm on post now. And then I come over to the right and I click on post now. That is now going to go off to my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Now I want to be able to start monitoring their performance. So on this page, I'm going to just refresh this page so you can see how you can monitor it from this page. You're going to be able to see engagement for each of the posts here, like my likes, my shares, my favorites, retweets, and my comments right from here. When this loads, see it's updating it for me. All right, so now that my page is updated, I'm going to be able to come back here and monitor this page right here. So once it starts to get visible and people can start seeing it and it's out there, you're going to see how many people it reached, how many reactions. That means like somebody liked the page. If they made a comment, you'll see that. If somebody shared the post, you're going to see all the reporting right from here. So it's really super cool. Now, if I wanted to see what this looks like as a live post, I can just click on view my post and it's going to bring it up here. Let me bring this page up. And there's my live post. And that's what it looks like on Facebook. Okay. All right. So now let me go back to here and I'm going to go back to my constant contact account. All right. There we go. So back here, now that the posts are out there and it's going to start building up the analytics that are now being recorded. So you don't want to forget them or your audience, right? So you need to be actively engaged in this. And that brings us to the inbox. So the inbox is where you can go into your account to monitor and respond to comments, mentions, or messages on the Facebook page. And Instagram. So with this tool, what I'm going to do is I do need to go back to the main page. So if I come up here to marketing, I'm going to go back down to social poster monitoring. That brings us to the home page for my social posting. All right, so on here, here's your inbox. So if I click on this inbox link, first of all, the post link while it's loading here, this will show you all the posts that you've done. So you're going to see everything right on this page. You'll see your inbox here, which is all your messages. You'll see some analytics reporting. And then the accounts is where you saw where to connect your Facebook, your Instagram, and your LinkedIn. So what we're going to look at is the inbox. I'm going to click on that. And this way, on your inbox, you're going to be able to respond back to anybody, like if somebody from Facebook or Instagram are commenting or messaging you or liking it, whatever you're doing, you're going to be able to see it all from here versus going into Facebook and then going into Instagram. It's all done on this page. Makes it super easy for you, and you can do it all in the spot right here under your inbox tab. So say this one, we're going to do a post, right? So I want to see, I'm going to refresh this here. So I'm going to go ahead and leave a comment in so that you can actually see what it looks like on this page. So once I go back to my Facebook page, I'm going to put a post on there as if I'm a consumer. All right, so here's my page. I'm going to come in as a person here. Okay, so I'm going to type in right here because this is our post that we just did, right? Nope, I need to refresh. Sorry, let me refresh this page. Everything's about refresh and time here. Okay, I'm going to go grab my already typed up notes here, and I'm just going to respond to their question. All right, so this one here is one I just did where I'm asking them to comment with their favorite pose. So I'm going to comment as an individual person. So that would be Jack Smith commenting on this fitness club. So I'm going to say, I like them all. Can't wait for class tomorrow. And then I'm just going to hit comment and it puts it in there. Okay. Now other people can see that I made that comment. So hopefully that'll encourage other readers to go ahead and make the same comments or to give their feedback. So now if I go back into my constant contact page on my inbox, I'm going to show you how it looks and how we can respond. All right. So that one is here. Sorry, I had to bring up the right page. Okay. So here's this one. I'm going to refresh this page here for my inbox. All right. So we're going to be able to monitor this page and I can respond back to him. So what we're going to do is we're going to be on our inbox page. I'm just refreshing it. Sorry, it takes a second to get that updated here. So here's Jack Smith. He wrote a comment. I like them all. Can't wait for class tomorrow. So when you come over here to this back arrow, this is where if you hover over it, it says reply to social message. If I click on that, it brings it up and it already has Jack Smith tagged. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say, we can't wait to see you. Something very simple, but it's acknowledgement. It shows that you are looking at this, you are monitoring it. So I'm just going to type in Jack Smith, we can't wait to see you, and reply now. So now if I go back into Facebook, let me get the right one here, and then I'm going to refresh this page. And you're going to be able to see it. And it's really important because other people see that. They see that Jack's Fitness Club is very active. They're responding back to people. They're having that engagement. And it's really convenient and an easy way to manage, view, and reply to all your responses that you get. And with this feature, you don't need to worry about checking and responding to all individual posts and messages on all your different pages. It's all in one place. Makes it super easy. All right, so let me go back into the account here. Okay, so not only does Constant Contact allow you to create and schedule and manage the posts, it also allows you to share your campaigns on social media. Now, all the newsletters and emails that you sent and any landing pages that you've created can also be shared to your social media through Constant Contact, allowing you to further your message and drive action from your customers. So let's say that Jack's Fitness Studio is looking to grow their contact list for their email marketing. They've created a lead generation landing page and they want to share that on to their social media page. So I'm going to go to my landing page. Now, this is something that they could share to their social media audience in order to convert the followers into subscribers. So you have the group here that I mentioned earlier. You have a list of contacts here. Get them to follow you on social media as well as your social media page. Those are potential subscribers. So get them into your Constant Contact account. So it works both ways. I have clients that have a lot more people following them on social media than they do in email. So we want to get those people on social media into the account. So this is a way you can do that. All right, so here is my fitness one. I'm going to go click on my link right here to bring up my page. So when I click on this, what it's doing is it's bringing up an option for me to be able to share it. Now, I already created my form earlier, so you want to create your landing page form. Like you could do an enticement, which is what I'm going to do on this one. So I'm going to show you that. My page, and it already has share up here. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to click on share. It brings up a window. What do you want to share it on? It's share on social, share in an email, share with an ad, or just copy the link. We're going to do share on social. So I'm going to click on that. And then from here, what we're going to do is create a post for this. So let me go ahead and grab my pre-written text here. All right, so on this page, since you already connected your social media pages, you don't need to do that again. It's already done. You just need to select them. So I'm going to add my profile. Now, for this example, I'm only going to do Facebook. And the reason being is because Instagram doesn't really allow for any clickable links. So it's not going to help so you can see it. So I'm not going to do that on Instagram. It's primarily Facebook. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to come over here and I'm going to push my link down a little bit so I can write a message. And I'm going to put my cursor and I'm going to type in, want to stay updated on new classes and save some money? Sign up for our email updates and receive 15% off your next class. And then here's my link. My link is really long, so I'm going to shorten that link up a little bit. Okay. And now we just need to add an image. So I'm going to click on this here and I'm going to go ahead and select an image. Second here, let me grab an image. All right. So it says adding an image will remove the link preview. That's okay because I don't want my logo. I'm going to add a cool image. The logo is already on my Facebook page. I don't need to have it in a post. So I could use the same one that I did on Instagram earlier. I can use a different one. I do like that one for Instagram, the one that we used on Instagram earlier. So I may just use that one. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to use that one. All right. So I'm going to pick the big one here and that should fit on Facebook. We'll find out. It does. That great image. I love it. It's very colorful. It's friendly. It says it's on my yoga class. Save time, get my discount. Now that's done. So now that I have that done, all I have to do is come over here and hit post now. So we're going to click on post now, and that's done. And that link that was in there was the landing page link. So it's automatically putting that in by clicking on that share feature. So you don't need to worry about connecting it. It's there. And that's, we just shortened it to make it look visible, like a little bit better. Sometimes having that big long link in there is just too much. It over dominates the post itself. So we just shorten it. All right. So now that's done. And this is an ongoing goal for my business. This is something that we're going to want to post on a regular basis. Now, I would suggest creating a few of these posts ahead of time and schedule with slightly different content to stay on top of this initiative. So I'm going to show you is the calendar view. So if I go over here, this is where we can start planning and managing it. So I'm going to click on calendar, and it's going to bring up today's date in this month's calendar. Okay, so if we come down here, there it goes. Today is the 12th. You're going to see the two posts that I've already done, the one about what yoga pose and stay updated and get that discount. So if I wanted to make a copy of this one, because this is our initiative that we're going to want to do on a regular basis, I'm going to click on it. And then you can see from clicking on it, it brings up any of the reporting right from this page. So you're going to see how many people looked at it, how many comments or likes were done on it, but you're also going to be able to copy it. Also the menus here, which you can kind of see what these look like. But I'm going to copy this because I'm going to schedule it out in a couple of days with slightly different comment message and a little bit of a different image. So I'm just going to click on copy. So it shows you some different ways to bring this in. All right, so for this one, we are going to change it up a little bit. We're going to add a little bit more to it. We're going to say something like, don't forget, sign up for our email updates and receive 15% off your first class. And don't forget to share this with your friends. So now we're asking them to do something. So it's going to be interesting to look at those results. So I copied it, but I'm going to do a little bit different. I'm going to get rid of this and I'm going to paste in that. So I have a little bit more in here. Also going to change out the image. I don't want to have the same image going out 2 days later. So I'm going to trash that image and I'm going to add a new one. So this one I will use, there's so many images. That's a yoga one. I don't know if that one is nice though. Let me get in here. I like this one. I'll use this one. So here's another image. Very clean, classic, pretty image, your message. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and we're going to schedule it for later. When I do this, it brings up my calendar. So I'm going to say, I'm going to send this one out on Thursday. So I'll click on Thursday and I can change the time. So maybe I do want it to go out this time, but maybe I want to change it out to go out a little later. So I'm going to say, I want this one to go out at 5:30 at night. I want to test it out and see what gets better results. All right. So now I have that done. I'm going to come over here and click on schedule my post. And now that is automatically scheduled. I don't have to worry about it. So you can actually come right here now, make a bunch of copies, change out the images, and then just keep posting away for like the whole month at a time. That way, you know that this part of it is done. And just change up the message, change up the image. Even if it's just the images are the big difference, it looks like a new post. So that's why we recommend updating it a little bit. All right. So now this post is live. I'm going to start to review the analytics on that. So what I'm going to do is come back here. You have to go back to the main page. All right. So on this page for the post, you can see, again, your posts that you've done. You'll see everything here. You'll see if they're scheduled. You're going to see all that data. Sorry, it takes a second to load here. All right, it's trying, it's coming. All right, perfect. It's here. So you can see the ones that I've already posted, and you can see the one I scheduled out for Thursday. It's all here, your inbox, and then you have the analytics. Now, this is a test account, so there's really not a lot of information here, but you'll be able to start monitoring this page as well. So definitely take advantage of that. I'm going to show you one that does have a lot of reporting, so you can kind of see what it looks like. So I'm going to come back over to my post page. I want to show you one for one with a lot of engagement. Like we asked them to share the email. Are they doing it? Those type of things. So I'm just going to go back to look at one that has a lot of posts here. Let's see. Trying to find one that I'll look at this one. All right. So if I'm looking at this one, okay, this is not the one I wanted, but that's okay. You'll see it. It's going to show you that somebody shared that email. You'll get all that information. Let me actually, let's see. I want to show you what it might look like. Yeah, I'm not going to share it to my page, but you'll get the idea. Like all they have to do is click here to share it, and then you'll see the reporting on that page. I could keep digging around to look for one, but it might take me a moment. Again, this is a testing account, so I'd have to find one that actually has that. So let me do one more quick look here. And I'll find one that does have it. I know it's a little further back. All right, let's see. I think it might be in the next page. One more second. If I don't find it, you get the idea of what it looks like here. But this is good because you can see the pages. So we want to be looking at this on a regular basis. All right, so let's see. It should be that one. Don't forget. Yeah, we'll look at this one. This might be it. No, it's not showing it. But anyway, if you were to have people sharing it, this is especially with this one, we're asking them to share it. This is what you want to see in here. Did they actually do it? So that's why it's important to monitor your results in here once you start sending out those social campaigns so you can see how it's working. Okay. All right. So now your constant contact plan does determine which of these features you have access to in your account. So, in order to see your breakdown of your plan and upgrade or downgrade, all you're going to need to do is click on where it has your name and go over here to plans and pricing. It'll give you that breakdown. Every account does have social media. So, it just depends on what analytics and what reporting you might have. It might be a little bit different, but you'll be able to find that out all right on this page. All right, and now that's everything. So we've looked at creating post, managing and responding to posts, sharing the lead generation landing page, and the analytics page. It's now time to start wrapping up a little bit so we can get to those questions. So let me get back into my PowerPoint here. All right. So remember, as you're getting started with social media marketing with Constant Contact, don't forget the three essential goals for social media, which are awareness, customer service, and driving action. Also, remember that each social channel is different, and ideally, you want to choose social platforms to use based on the customers that you're trying to reach, your business goals, and the personality of your brand. So, start with one platform to use on a regular basis to learn what works best for you and your audience, and then extend that knowledge onto the other platforms. And finally, get started with Constant Contact social media tools to help you to save time and engage with your followers. Connect your pages today and start scheduling or replying to those posts right away. Now, also, don't forget we're here to help you. So, whether you need help putting together your marketing plan with an expert, coming up with content, list growth strategies, or just need someone to do the work for you, we do have marketing services that can be personalized to fit your needs and your goals. Your dedicated marketing expert will make it easy for you throughout the account setup process and beyond as they work with you to strategize, to develop, and implement a successful marketing plan. Now, rates to start as low as just $60 a month. I'm going to go ahead and share a link in here. Let me see. Let me grab that. All right. So I just put that link in there. Now, if you're on our website on the very top, you're going to find information on each of the different levels of service. And then from there, you can schedule a free service consultation to determine which level of service is right for you and your organization. All right. So now we're at the fun part here. It's time for questions. So please keep in mind that we do have a lot of people joining today, and I'm going to do my very best to answer all your questions. However, if I don't get to your question, keep in mind that we do have a lot of resources to help, which I'm going to talk about in just a few moments. Now, while everybody is typing in their questions, I wanted to let you know about our upcoming webinar called How to Grow Your List in Constant Contact. This session is great to learn about how to use various forms and tools in your account to grow your list. We'll discuss why and how to build permission-based lists, how to entice people to sign up, and how to use the forms and other sign-up tools in your account. Now, if you're not able to attend, register anyway. That way we can send you a free recording of the session so that you can watch it at your own time. And I'm going to go ahead and put a link in here as well so you can check out that webinar. There you go. All right, so let's see what questions we have in here today. Let's see. I do have one from Brandy. All right. So we have 8 locations, and some posts have to be more catered to that area. Is there a way to make that easier than how we're doing it directly on Facebook? Also, where do you save your pre written wording? For me, with my pre-written wording, I can't speak today. I just have it on notepads. So I just have a notepad with my content. And actually doing it in Constant Contact, Brandy, is going to make it so much easier for you. So if you have 8 different locations, you have 8 different Facebook pages, I'm assuming, for your different locations. Correct me if I'm wrong. But if you have eight different pages that you guys manage and you're an admin on it, you connect it in your Constant Contact account. So if you're doing social posts, you could do variations. You can, or just do a post 8 different times to those different areas, and it's catered. It has a different message right to that different site. So you can actually do them all right in here just by having it. Now, as far as variations go, I haven't tested it out with more than one Facebook page. I don't think you could do it on different Facebook pages as far as a variation. What you're going to want to do is just do a separate post, but right from here. So instead of going to all the different pages, you could do everything in Constant Contact. Hopefully that makes sense. It's definitely going to be easier for you to do it in here because all your pages would be connected. And when you're creating that post, you just select, okay, I'm going to do location 1 today, write your post. And then you're going to go back and do another post. And this one's for location 2. So instead of having to go to all the different pages, it's right here for you. That's what I would recommend. All right. So, and then you could always keep it in a notepad, or sometimes what I do with a lot of my clients is we just create and grab an email template and put all my notes in there. So it's all in the Constant Contact. So everything's there. So you can always go in there and just make some notes and just keep it on that page. All right. So let's see what other questions. Okay. You're very welcome, Brandy, of course. All right. Let's see. I'm just reading through. Let me get some questions. Great. Yes, Jacqueline. Jacqueline wants to know, you said you can share an email. How do you do it if the email's already been sent out? Perfect question. So I'm going to go over 2 parts of that. One is if you've already sent out the email and you want to come back in and do a post or discuss, you could do it right at the same time. So we're going to go over both of those. So let me show you because that's definitely a question I get asked all the time. So I'm going to go back to my Constant Contact page. So in order to share a email that was already sent, it does have to be a live email. So what I tell people, if they only want to share this like an email on social media, it does need to be sent at least to yourself. So you can put yourself in your own list and send it live. It's the only way it's going to be able to be shared onto social media. So what you're going to do is go back to your marketing page so you can see all your campaigns. All right. So sorry, it takes a little bit of time when the webinar is connected because it's just the speed here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm on my email tab. I'm going to change the status to sent so I don't have to look through all these different emails. So that's an easy way for you. If you're doing sends all the time, you might not need to do that, but I'm going to do send. So then in here, what you're going to see is, let's see, and it shows you email right here. So if you see social, like if you're looking at all of them, it's going to show you what type it is right here. So on this one, I'm going to come over here to the menu. And then on the menu, I'm going to come down here to share. When I click on that, share on social, I click on the share on social and it brings up my page. So this looks exactly like we just did for any of our landing pages, our social posts. It's all the same. All right. So then you would just select the pages that you want to share it to. And remember, keep in mind that Instagram cannot look at links. So if you're going to do an email to your Instagram page, you can do it. You're just going to want to do a variation. So I'm just going to put it here so you can see it. So this link here is the actual email. Okay. So don't ever send it with just the link. Add a little bit something to it. Like, check this out. I'm just writing that in here, but you want to say something. You don't ever want to just do a link and that's it. Um, Obviously, you're not going to write check this out. I'm just putting some text in there so you can see it. If the link was really long, which this one really isn't, you could do shorten your link and then you can add in images. I don't want it to have my logo, so I'm just going to grab, I don't know, a nice hamburger or a nice pulled pork sandwich, my favorite. Okay, so now you have a beautiful image that's catching their attention and you have the link. Now with Instagram, what you could do is click on the creative variation, click on Instagram. When you're on this page, you could always direct them up to your bio section. So when you're in the bio section of your Instagram, you can either have like a link tree there that shows all your different links. You could put your link to your most recent email in there that they can look at. Depends on what you have listed in there. It's just you'd have to go put your actual link in that bio section. Sometimes people like to have it on like a link tree so that they can check out all the different things that you have. But you are going to want to make sure that you mention to go there and do it, or else they're going to need to copy and paste it. Not everybody's going to want to do that. So that's another way to do it, is just direct them to your bio section. But that's how you would share your email. And again, you could schedule it out for later or hit post now since you, like, maybe you forgot to do it. So that's how to do it after the fact. Now, if you're in the process of sending out your email, there is, as soon as you hit send, there's a button that says, great, you've sent it. Now further your reach and let's share it on social. So you could do it right then and there. So you don't have to go through that additional step. But great question. Thank you so much for that one. All right, let's see what else we have here. Let's see. Okay, so I do have a great question from, looks like Walter is asking, what's the best day and time to share on social media? I don't have an exact time for you on that one. It is different based on every industry. So you want to look at your reporting. So if you're already sending out your emails and you see a really good like peak time for engagement and traffic, there people are like opening up your, getting sales, that's what you want to be looking at to be posting on your social media. So if you have your clientele is mostly a 9 to 5 job, look at that. Like maybe you send a little bit later. If you're working with more like students or stay-at-home moms, you're looking at that schedule. So it really just depends on your audience and when they're opening up things. So I always like to say, look at your reporting on your emails. What's getting you, what time and day is getting you the most activity? Then use that on Facebook. So that's what I would recommend. But great question. Thank you for that. I'm going to share a link in here to a blog that has more information for you. So let me go and grab that link. I'm just going to put it in here for you all. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully you can all see that link in there. Check that out. Great question. Thank you. All right, let's see. I have time for one more question. Just want to make sure I'm not missing any in here. Okay, so let's see. We have a question from, looks like Beverly is asking about Twitter. How come we can't connect on Twitter? So with Twitter, we no longer interact with them as far as like sharing the post due to their API and constant content. They don't like directly connect anymore. So there are some best practices with using X. If you're using, because now it's called X versus Twitter. So Twitter is a very fast moving, real time, news driven platform. So this one is great for businesses and nonprofits that are tied to like current events and run events of their own. So with Twitter, just things to keep in mind, it has a very strong customer service element to it, and it's a great place to engage with conversation and with your followers. So make sure that you're sharing news and updates from your business often on that page. And you also can do like curated content on there. Just make sure it's up to date and it's accurate. And just it's very fast paced and it's very high volume. So just let's see. With that one, we do recommend. I'm just looking at my notes here. With X, we do recommend at least 1 to 3 times a day. So it's very, very active. So if you're not up for that, I would stick with the other ones for now and then build your way to Twitter. X, sorry, I'm still used to calling it Twitter. Now, that does not mean just because we don't have the integration, and I am going to go over this really quickly. You saw that we can only share right now on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. That does not mean you can't add the other platforms to your emails. So you can add, let me get into this email. You can add Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Twitter, YouTube, Twitter again, X, any of those sites, you're going to be able to add them in here into your email so they can go down and follow you. So if you want to promote that and say, follow us on this site, you can do that. It's just sharing is only those three other platforms. So I'm going to go over this really quickly because I don't see any more questions other than that one in here. So if you're in your account, it's very simple. Hopefully a lot of you have seen this, but if not, if you click down here, this is a block. So I'm going to click on the social media and go to edit. Over here, social pages, you're going to be able to add a network, and hopefully you can see this here, add network. So it has all of these networks in here that you can connect. So we do have a huge opportunity for you to be able to gather more attention onto these sites. And you could always ask them to follow you on those sites and connect with you down there. But yeah, definitely put those in your account. It's just as far as sharing, those other three. All right, so I am going to start to wrap up. I don't want to keep you over here. So let me go back in. Let's see. So now as we do wrap up, I want to ensure that you have all the resources that you might need as you're getting started with Constant Contact. So if you have any questions about the topics that we've discussed in today's session, or you want further guidance as you're getting started, we have a variety of resources to help you out. So I'm going to include that link in the follow-up email along with the handout and the recording. So check out our new customer hub at constantcontact.com/getting started to find quick video tutorials, on-demand courses, more live webinars, and a link to our live Ask a Trainer drop-in sessions for instant answers on your questions and your guidance. And you can also access the help link at the top right of your account to find even more resources, such as our full knowledge base of FAQs, all of our different guides, our tutorials, and you can also find information on how to contact our support team. So again, In the recording later, you're going to get all of this information. Okay. So you get all the different links in there. Now, we'd also would love to get your feedback. So when you close out of the webinar today, you're going to see a very short survey. I think it's 3 questions long. Please, if you wouldn't mind, share your feedback with us. We really appreciate that. We make changes based on what our clients are looking for. We want to know what you thought of the presentation, how it was presented. If you want to, again, learn something different, put it in there. We value your feedback. All right. So I'm just double checking really quickly here. I don't see any other questions. So I do want to thank you all for joining today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care, everybody. Bye now.